Alright, here's a quick video for Tracy or anybody else that just wants to, they pick up one of these MFJ 259B and you want to just quickly check your SWR antenna. First of all, this is the back cover, and this takes 10 AA batteries. You can put rechargeables in there, and or you can put regular AA's, but I like to use rechargeables. And that is your DC power port right there. And that can keep the batteries inside recharged or charged, maintain charge. And what I did was I found an old cord, charge cord, and do not plug it up. Just find the old cord that socket, and I don't know what size that's called, you know, where the center pin fits that center pin. Now you'll note that this says center pin is hot, outer pin is ground. So if you have one of these cords and it's already the right size and it has a lighter plug, just verify that the center of that female end has continuity to the center of the, come on now, of the cigarette lighter plug, and that the outside of the ground of the cigarette lighter plug has continuity to the ground side of that. If yours is opposite, you know, you could chop it and switch the wires, put it back together. If you don't have one with a cigarette lighter plug, you can just chop it and put a cigarette lighter plug on it, whatever. So, for sake of tutorial, I have one that I keep around that's already wired up and plugged up, and we're going to plug that in because I don't have the batteries in it. Now you plug your antenna in, and specifically for Tracy, this is already going to be set, the 27 to 70. Now there is an occasion when you click this on, and let's say you go all the way down to the bottom. All right, we're going to click this on 14 volts. See, it's reading your voltage. The top left is your frequency. Wherever this variable knob is, that's where that frequency is. The bottom left is your impedance, and you really want that close to 50, you know, 40 to 60, but the closer to 50 the better. This X is going to read how efficient the antenna is. The lower the number, the better. And there's your SWR, the top right. Now, in this mode of 2770, this knob will wind all the way down to about 26,100. And you see the SWR there is like 1718. And I'm looking at the whatever, the needle meter. Over here it says 16, and they'll be close. And then it goes up all the way up to 70 megahertz. Well, let's say you plug up something and the SWR is high everywhere, but you do see it starting to dip at 26 at the bottom. Well, then you need to go lower just to see if it dips as you get lower. So click it over to 10 to 27, and see here it's at 9 megahertz. So we're going to wind this knob to the right clockwise, bring it up all the way up. See that drop? That's another spot where it's resonant at 18 megahertz. 23, 4, 5. See, it's starting to drop. 6, 7. This setting all actually goes up to 27.4. So you see that where we were resonant, the lowest was around 27.4. But this allows you to get below 26.2 if you have, and that's going to be an antenna that's going to be long, short, long, short, long, short. It means it's longer, so it's going to be, the frequency is lower when it's longer, higher when it's shorter, something like that. It's been a while. So there's your basic, and like I said, I'm going to leave this on 27 to 70 and wind it back down. So when you get it, it's going to be right there around 27.13, 27.2, whatever. And you can swing left, swing right. You know, when you plug it up to your antenna, you're looking for that dip, the lowest point on that SWR. So let's say you're whatever. Let's say you're 2.0 on 27.200. Where you just adjust the knob left and right and look for that dip. And the bottom of that dip, all right, 27.400. So what do we need to do to get that down to channel 20? We need to make the antenna longer. What if you know, you got an antenna that's not adjustable? You can sometimes put a spring on it. Sometimes you can change the coax. But whatever the case may be, that's what you got to do. And if you're, let's say your dip on the SWR is up here, 26.9. Let's say your dip is at channel 1 and you want it on 20. So you got to make it shorter. Some antennas aren't adjustable, and there's nothing you can do about it. Some have the wire wound at the top. You actually got to cut the wire, cut that in very small, you know, like quarter, half inch of that wire at a time, and put it back and put the cap back on it and check it again. Some of those will, the very least little bit will change a lot, so be careful. But anyway, there's your, like I said, frequency top left, impedance bottom left, SWR top right, and efficiency on the bottom right. And it may be something else, I can't remember. It's been 20 years ago since I read the manual on these things, but that's enough to get you by and do what you got to do. So that's it. Everybody else, have a good day.